All right, all right, all right. Hey, everybody, it's Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here today. Sorry about a little bit of that delay and why we're already on the kickoff screen here. I had a settings change on my end that I did not amend back to the correct thing. So, Battle of Ohio indeed, Big Dog. Good to have you on, brother. Hope you're having a good Monday. Happy President's Day to all who enjoy presidents. A little juke move in the backfield from Anaya Smith as the Browns receive the opening kickoff, which is usually a rarity. All right, Watson onto the field here to get this thing started. Again, appreciate everybody being on here. It is week number 5. That's a look at what Watson has done in our simulated weeks 1 through 4. Browns will get a week 6 bye as well in this one. So just remembering that information. Now here's Chubb up the middle. He'll run nicely. Now, after some issue with the run game on both sides, we did decide to experiment with something new here today, and I'll explain that a little bit more once we get started. They are 2-2. Here's Gibson. First down and more to the right side. Give him 5 for Antonio Gibson as well. So again, it is the 2024 simulated season as we continue to work our way into the future. All the rosters have been updated. Watson in a shotgun, his first throw of the game. Good protection for him. Zip it over the middle. Got his man in the seam. Elijah Moore for 21 and a first down. Exactly, Big Dog. 3-1 Cleveland at 2-2 Cincinnati. The skinniest of little seam routes. They beat DJ Turner there down the middle. Zach Taylor and the glowing blonde locks of one Joe Burrow behind him. 11 personnel now for Watson. Good protection. He'll throw late over the middle, and he's got more again. Good bailout for 6. So we're having a lot of trouble running, and we were noticing that other teams were running really well against us, and we couldn't figure it out. So the only thing that we've changed this time around is that instead of starting the game by controlling the Browns and then kicking off and forcing the sim to begin, I just said that I'm controlling the Bengals. So that's why when I was kicking off, it said Evan McPherson was the kicker. So if I did try to go to coach mode now, I would be in charge of the Bengals. But we'll see if it has any effect, and they don't bite on the play action and on a 3rd and inches. Stefanski gets a little bit too cute. Jordan Battle in there on the blitz, and that will stymie this drive. So, hey, welcome in, CT. Yes, I thought we had a pretty good virtual offseason as well, helped along by the faithful Nagy on Sports fans, as we had some polls on our Discord channel. Bajorquez also getting re-signed. I didn't have room to put him in the pinned comment, but he's also resigned, and this one's going to go out of bounds nicely at the 18-yard line, and that's where Joe Burrow and company will start. They are 2-2 on this young sim season. Here's a look at Joseph. Well, never mind. His stats aren't going to pop up. Back healthy again. Hey, Mudflaps, welcome in. Back to pass now. Burrow, left side throw. Watch out! Chase beat him right off the line. Newsome, and Thornhill saves the touchdown. A big shot. We've seen that play time after time. Chase beating Newsome off the line for 43 and a quick first down into Browns territory for Joe Burrow as he drops back and just layers that one beautifully. A huge gap between that man coverage and the safety Thornhill getting over there. Yeah, right now the Browns defense, Big Dog, is set up that Ward always just plays on one side of the field. It's not a following Chase around thing. You can change that, but I would have to be controlling the Browns, which I'm not. Mixon will go up the middle, and Mike Hall Jr., freshman, listen to me, rookie out of Ohio State University, came over and brought him over after the draft, actually traded for him. Siaki Ika and a couple of picks as well. Over the middle, picked off! Thornhill jumped the route! Maybe baited him into it. Chase was the receiver, and Thornhill was way underneath that slant. And Burrow throws a huge interception to start this game. The Browns defense looks alive. Look at him, just right in front of it. Good bracket coverage. You saw Newsome over the top, Thornhill under the bottom. And Thornhill picks it off, and a first down. Browns with a little momentum here at Paycor Stadium. Watson, good protection. Left side dump to Chubb, and he can't get a full head of steam. Just 2 yards there before being brought down by DJ Turner the second. Watson, right side to Jerome Ford, and Ford will get no yards that time as they tried to stretch it to the right side. Hey, Mason, welcome in. 3rd and 8 here for the Browns. A little bit of an offset pistol look here now. Watson, good protection over the middle. Got him in. Elijah Moore takes a shot, but apparently holds on to the football. It did come out late. Cam Taylor-Britt with a shot on him. Look at this beautiful ball from Watson again. Second time he's found Moore down the seam, and he did hit his butt on the turf before dropping that football, fortunately for us. I know you keep saying that, Mason. I'll be happy to go look at the defensive tackles, RPO right side to Amari Cooper for a short gain. I'll be happy to go look at the defensive tackles, but unless you're trying to get like Aaron Donald or even like Chris Jones, there's really only like 1 or 2 guys who are really that, quote, higher rated than Dalvin Tomlinson is right now. All right, Mudflaps, sounds good. Have a wonderful Monday. 3rd and 5 here for the Browns now. Not quite into Hopkins' range just yet. Watson, good protection again. He'll go right side, short of the line, and he falls forward. Cedric Tillman does a really nice job with the body control, able to reach that football across the line for 6 and a first down. Cleveland to the 35-yard line. Hey, Earl, welcome in, by the way. I missed you earlier. I sure hope so. Here's a quick throw to the left side, kind of right low to the kneecaps of Evans. He's able to pick it up, but he does fall down immediately after catching the football. Mike Evans, again, who is leading the NFL in receiving. He has been a tremendous asset for our 2024 offseason virtual Browns here. Turn around, give it to Chubb up the middle, burying his head for more than 3. He already has 2 carries for 12 yards, so I'm not going to declare anything fixed yet, but I don't know why it would be different. But it does seem to look a little bit different. Chubb now, right side, wiggling. Another gain of 4 there. And they're actually handing the ball off, which he was never doing when we were in charge of it. I know, they're finally using him. It's very crazy. All because I'm, quote, controlling the other team. 10 for 10 start for Watson. That was a dart to Evans. He took another shot, but does complete the catch for a first down. Now we've got a first and a very long goal here, about as close to 1st and 10 as you can get. Chubb trying to break the tackle. Nice play there. Jordan Battle now, the second-year safety out of Alabama. Took some lumps over the season last year, but has really started to grow into a nice safety for them. Jordan Battle has. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Go Browns. Here's Chubb again, right up the middle. Juke move to the 5, to the 3, to the 2, and he'll go down at the 1-yard line. Give Chubb a nice gain of 11 to get him a 3rd and goal from the website. Getting ready to put my finger on the go for it button, but I forgot I'm controlling the Bengals in this game, so we are at the mercy of whatever Kevin Stefanski does, and he'll run up the middle again. Chubb to the house. Touchdown, Browns. They did. They did, Sean. He listened to you that time. Into the end zone. Nick Chubb, already touchdown number 5 or 6 for him, I think. And this is week number 5. We're 1 quarter into week number 5. The only other offseason move of note that we made is moved DeJuan Jones to left tackle, traded Jed Wills and a mid-round pick to the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys, who desperately needed a left tackle after Tyron Smith left in free agency. And then we were able to get their number 24 overall pick, which we took Adonai Mitchell, a rookie receiver out of Texas, with that pick. And Mitchell hasn't really contributed much because then we went and picked up Mike Evans in free agency. We did the draft first and free agency second just because it's a little bit easier to manage on my end. And you can just sign guys without having to negotiate and wait. You can just click on them and sign them if you wait until the, quote, free agency part of the game is over. Quick throw left side, and he got his man. So, on the Bengals side of things, let's talk a little bit about... Hey, Rick, welcome in. I'm not going to do that, Rick. Realism is what we try to strive for. But for the Bengals, obviously a big loss in the offseason. T. Higgins did leave in free agency. They have replaced him with that man right there, number 7. That's the rookie Keon Coleman out of Florida State. They took him in the first round. And then Curtis Samuel will be at the top of the screen in the slot. Number 4 from the Commanders. Blitz up the middle. Burrow never feels it, and it's Isaiah Simmons. Dos Unos right down the A-gap for a big sack, and that's going to force a Cincinnati punt. Isaiah Simmons, another one of our free agents that I picked up to replace Anthony Walker, and he can absolutely fly, and we saw that on display there. Is just nowhere for Burrow to go. But anyway, Curtis Samuel is the other receiving target. So you got Jamar Chase, Curtis Samuel, and Keon Coleman. They also took what some to be considered, of course, after Brock Bowers, the second best tight end in the draft, Jatavion Sanders out of the University of Texas. You'll see him out there, number 0 for the Bengals as well. So 3 new weapons for Joe Burrow. Of course, Mixon and Chase Brown still around as well. 7-0, Browns with the football back and some momentum. 2:48 to go here in this first quarter. Appreciate everybody being on as we continue the 2024 simulated season. Another RPO look. And another good tackle in open space. This time Mike Hilton gives Mike Evans just a singular yard. They keep running those RPOs, and you can see Watson's about halfway through the handoff to the right before he whips back to the left. And that time Teller moved early. You've been pointed the right way, Wyatt Teller. The guilty party now. 2nd and 15. 2nd and 14, rather, with 2:15 on the clock. Watson, Chubb, up the middle. Good hole again, breaking the first tackle, and then 3 other Bengals, including Logan Wilson and Dax Hill, bring him to the ground. But it sets up a 3rd and 7, so a nice gain of 8 there for the Browns. Look at that balance. 9 runs, 11 passes. What is happening here? Watson stepping up in the pocket, right side, got a man! What a tough catch by Cooper at the 15! Oh my! He went up tall, climbing the ladder over Cam Taylor-Britt. Show it again, please, Madden. Watson hit as he throws by Miles Murphy. And look at Cooper, sky for that ball, high pointing it and able to hold it all the way to the ground. First down, Browns into the red zone now. What a beautiful throw and catch that was for Coop, as Rick says. Watson, good protection. End zone, tipped and incomplete. Interesting they had Chubb out there as lined up as the wide receiver, one-on-one with Cam Taylor-Britt. That's not the best matchup, as Cam Taylor-Britt turning into a very good cornerback now. I formation, Ford lining up as the fullback. A pulling Bitonio. Chubb behind him, pushing the pile for another 8-yard gain. Chubb looks so much better just because he's the, quote, not user-controlled guy right now. 3rd and 2 with 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Watson over the middle, quickly to the Chief. He got the first down. To the 3, 1st and goal. We'll see if they opt to try to run another play or not. They'll go with this heavy goal line package. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Will they snap it? 1 second. They will not. They will wait and go the other direction. Nice first quarter for the Browns. Outgaining them about 160 to 34 here. So great start for Cleveland in this game. Keep running. Everybody wants you to keep running, Madden. Keep running. Double tight ends left. Evans and Cooper split. It's Ford in the backfield right now. Motion coming from Mike Evans. They'll throw out of it. Blitz coming, and he ran right into it. Just blitzed too many people. That's Dax Hill again. Safety blitz. Both of their blitzes from safeties, and now 2nd and goal back to the 9. They'll spread it back out, go empty. Hey, Don, welcome in. Hello to you as well. It's all right, no worries. Watson, good time. Left side dump throw, short to Chubb. Fighting. Back to the 1-yard line. 3rd catch for Chubb. He's been a bigger part of the run game. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, Earl, if they look better, I'm going to control them all the time. It just means I can't coach mode jump in and call plays, but if they're going to run the ball when they're supposed to, then it won't matter. Now 3rd and 6, back to the 6. Do you run it here again, big dog? Another false start on Teller. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Right side. Caught. Touchdown! Elijah Moore into the end zone, and the Browns double up their lead. Elijah Moore out of the slot. Look at Conklin back there. Looks a little It's a little out of place, but not too bad. Okay, okay. Look at this, just a little out route from the slot. Ball is out of there before he even finishes the break. That's a beautiful timing route. Lots of practice, lots of time in the offseason for that one. 9 plays, 64-yard, 4-minute touchdown drive for the Cleveland Browns. Hey, Georgia, welcome in. 14-0 now, leading. Taken at the goal line by Charlie Jones, former Purdue Boilermaker. Is going to be tackled by another one of our rookie pickups, Edgerrin Cooper, a middle linebacker from Texas A&M University. It was a good pass, big dog. All right, Browns in a big momentum swing right now. They'll go quick slant across the middle to Curtis Samuel, as we talked about. New receiving targets for Joe Burrow with no T. Higgins and no Tyler Boyd. T. Higgins went to the Cardinals, I believe. Tyler Boyd went to the Patriots to start with the Drake May era up there. Burrow throws it left side, caught by Chase. Just gave him a lot of space, but Newsome was not about to get beat again. They did give up the first down, though, but not 43 yards like Newsome did on the first one. And that time, both guards said, I'm out of here. Jumping early, and a lot of false start penalties to start this game. That's already 3 here in the first 18 minutes of the game. What are we doing, he says. 1st and 15 here now for the Bengals. Burrow, big drop back. Now he'll sling it right side. Got his man on the second level. And that's the rookie, Jatavion Sanders. Again, the tight end out of Texas sets up a 2nd and 1 as he picks up all of that false start yardage and some. Clock ticking down towards 12 to go here in this first half. Now Mixon, haven't seen much of him. Right up the middle, the Browns are ready for him. He didn't need much. But so far, at least, the Browns' run defense looks to be markedly improved. Again, all that happened was a switching of the controllers to who I was controlling to basically start the game. It's literally the only thing that has changed. 14-10 now. That's Austin Hooper also coming over in free agency. Former Brown Hooper. Never quite as good as Cooper. Quick throw and missed him. Chase was over there guarded by Greg Newsome, and the ball was behind him. 3rd and 10. Don, so the exclamation point is one of, so you can see at the very top, pressure coming from Burrow. Oh, got his man, snuck it in there again. Jatavion Sanders, rookie tight end, with another first down catch. So you'll see that the Browns have all the momentum. They're pinned all the way over on that little meter at the very top of the screen. And so the second of those two things, so they have like two of those little squares that fill up, like mean two different traits that are unlocked. One of them is it tells you pre-snap who the primary receiver is. So the exclamation point over that time, it was over Jamar Chase, means that on this given route, he's, quote, the primary receiver in the read. Now, you can see the Browns lost a little bit of the momentum, and that box at the top left of the momentum bar went away, but now it's back. So you'll see an exclamation point on this next play, which is down at the bottom with Jamar Chase. So it doesn't really do anything. I don't think the Sim Browns know any better, but if you were playing against another human, as he misses the tackle, and then Delpit over there to tie him up. So, again, all it's supposed to say is, hey, at the bottom of this screen is Curtis Samuel, and he's technically the primary receiver on this play, but I don't think it means, like this time he obviously didn't go to the primary receiver as it's knocked away by Delpit covering Joe Mixon on the outside. So it's probably probably one of those, things that's more important if you're actually playing another user. Pressure coming, and Burrow can't get out of there. The rookie Mike Hall Jr., his 2nd NFL sack. Look how much smaller he is than Orlando Brown. They call him Zeus for a reason. Mike Hall Jr. getting back there with some speed, and he's going to beat Okoronkwo and Miles to the sack so that he doesn't have to share it with anybody, and they're going to try for a field goal. And yes, Rick, we still have MJ Emerson. He's at the bottom of the screen in most of the formations that look this side. He's on the quarterback's left side. Ward's on the quarterback's right side. Newsome is in the nickel. And yes, he's still on that rookie contract for sure. Not even just a rookie contract, that third-round pick rookie contract. So anyway, that's what the exclamation point is. You'll also see them, depending on which, home field advantage momentum meters are, you'll also see them over top of defensive players, which alerts the quarterback that person is blitzing, which is a pretty sweet thing. Again, if you're playing against another person, you'll be better to do that. I don't know how much the Browns or the Bengals in this game, nice fight for Cooper for a first down, actually adjust to those kinds of things. That's okay, Rick. Yeah, sometimes it's good when you don't hear his name. It means he's doing his job. It's a nice run after catch. Juke move in the backfield for Ford. Spins off one tackler. That was Akeem Davis-Gaither. And Ford fights hard for 6 on his second carry of the day. Again, as you'll see, a combination of Ford, Nick Chubb, and, of course, Antonio Gibson. Our free agent pickup has wanted more of like a true, real receiving threat. Third down back. He's not in there on every third down formation, but he's in on some, and they'll swing it to him right now on cue. Broken tackle. Can't quite break the tackle of Logan Wilson. They'll say no gain. How about Watson to start this game? 17 of 18. 3rd and 4 here. Watson back to pass against the 4-man rush. Left side throw by Moore, but he had to come back to get the football. And a nice play by Mike Hilton to knock him down short of the line. Again, if I was controlling the Browns, I'd probably go for it here, but I am not controlling the Browns here today, and maybe that's why they're playing pretty well. They will punt this one away with Bojorquez. Charlie Jones, fair catch called for, and this one bounces way out of the end zone. Yeah, that's where Burrow will start again after taking a big sack to end the last drive. LeMayo is their rookie right tackle. Utah, I think, USC, I don't remember, or BYU, something. Pressure coming, and he gets out of the blitz from Ward. Ward coming on a rare blitz, and somehow Burrow escapes and is able to dump it off to Curtis Samuel for 5 yards. Burrow now back to pass. Blitz coming again. They'll go right side, and it's knocked away by Denzel. Like a pickpocket, he stuck his hand in there, and the rookie Keon Coleman cannot bring it in, and that puts Denzel into the zone. Burrow back to pass on a 3rd and 5. Drag route across the middle. Knocked away by Simmons. Uno knocks it out of his hands. I think the cameraman thought it was Thornhill, but Curtis Samuel cannot bring it in, and the Browns will force a 3 and out. Hey, Jay, welcome in. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. 4th and 5. Forces the punt. Anaya Smith, undrafted rookie free agent, kick and punt returner for us out of Texas A&M, making the fair catch. All right, 5:20 on this first half clock. Browns leading 14-3. They are 3-1 here in our 2024 sim season. All of the opponents, first round throw to Evans on the left side. Mike Evans near the 50-yard line, another big catch. He has been so good for us. That's right, looking like that Ronaldo All-Pro Bo Nix. Well said. He did look like an All-Pro. They slobber knocked us there in that week 4 game, didn't they? 1st and 10. Here's Chubb up the middle, and he'll be stuck right away. That was Logan Wilson. Signed an extension in the offseason. He'll lead their linebacking core. Also, Jermaine Pratt back there as well still. Hey, Carter, welcome in. Get him out of here. Where would you like me to send him? And who would you like me to send him to? He's the quarterback, whether we like it or not. There's 230 million reasons why he's here until at least 26. Right side, throw, and just dropped. It looked like he threw it on the ground. Cooper had it and just threw it on the ground. Punt upcoming for Bojorquez, and he'll direct this one to the end zone. It'll be into the end zone again. Bojorquez hasn't been super great at punting. So far in the beginning of the sim season, he had a great year. He was a real weapon for the Browns. Here's Mixon. He'll try the outside. Newsom's there to shut the door, and they get him for just 1. Man, the run defense does look better, too. We don't need to go back down that road, Carter. It is what it is. We can agree with it or disagree with it, but I cheer for the Laundry, and he's the one who's playing quarterback for the Laundry. Up the middle, Mixon, and it'll be shut down by Delpit, setting up a 3rd and 5. It is, Carter, yes, 100% sim, both directions. This whole channel is sim. Sim Browns with live original commentary. Hey, Larry, welcome in. What's up, my friend? Left side throw. Got Chase at the line. Will they get him short of it? And it is 4th and inches. What a tackle there by Newsome. Yeah, only place on YouTube that we know of that will give you live original commentary of fully simulated games in Madden. So we appreciate you being on. Welcome to you, Carter. 4th and inches, and they'll force a punt. Brown's going to call a timeout, which also doesn't feel like something they normally do. Saving the 2-minute warning. I guess it doesn't really do anything, so I guess it would have been the 2-minute warning anyway, but at least they tried. At least they tried. It was a big stop, Jay. All right, 1:59, two timeouts. Let's see if they get aggressive. Bengals will get the second half kick. They'll go Cooper on the right side, little comebacker to the 46. How about Watson's first half? 21 for 23 so far in this game. Oh, that's cool. Well, welcome. Yeah, this is what we do here. My name's Phil Nagy. This channel's called Nagy on Sports. My cousin Kit, and I run this. That's the doofy faces you see in front of you if you're looking at our channel. And yeah, we'd appreciate your subscription if you're interested. Yeah, we do pretty much all Browns games and then other teams, obviously. You see the Bengals right now as well. But right now we're in the 2024 season. We simulated the free agency and draft periods and are moving into the future. Obviously, we know all of the opponents are correct. It's just the order that they get played in that's a little bit different. We do some sims on 2K. Like I'll do the NBA Finals when they get there, and there are some playlists on our channel with some simmed NBA games as well. We're Cavs fans here, based in Ohio. But yeah, so there you go. This is what. If you watch long enough, you'll find out that we have lots of things that we get upset about with Madden too. When you say you've never seen Madden like this, just wait. We've seen Madden do some crazy things, haven't we, people? Some all-time favorites. 2nd and 10 now for Watson. Blitz coming. He'll feel it. He'll dump it right side, and he can't hold on to the ball. Elijah Moore, probably for the best, because I think he would have been inbounds and not very long of a game. They still have the 2 timeouts. 3rd and 10. Now Watson changing the play. He'll bring Moore back over to the left. Jerome Ford on his hip. Back to pass. He'll fire it right side. Caught by Cooper. Nice little level concept. And they've got their second timeout called now to the 22-yard line. And a first down. Browns. Beautiful look across the river there at Kentucky. On the other side of Paycor Stadium. Back to pass again, Watson. He'll fire end zone. Had a man Moore just a little bit in front of him. Oh, that one was there for the taking. That would have been a huge strike with 28 seconds left. Whew. Posick back to pass. Or Posick snaps it, rather. Back to pass. Well, I thought Tillman had it. Knocked out of his hands at the last minute by the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt now. 3rd and 10. Back to pass here. Watson with good time. Now he'll step up to the 20, to the 15, first down, to the 10, to the 5, and he'll slide at the 6-yard line. They got to hurry up or they're called the last time out. What are we doing? Go, go, go. What are you doing? And they'll call their timeout with 8 seconds. Great scramble by Watson. I just wish they would have called the timeout when he slid with like 16 seconds. Now you're probably only able to kick a field goal. They're going to try at least one play. This has got to be incomplete or a touchdown. Those are the only 2 options. Back to pass or run it. Oh, gosh. That scared me. Incomplete as he threw it out of the sack. And now they will wisely bring Hopkins into the game. Whew. Madden is notorious. I don't know, Carter, if you're still on or not, but Madden is notorious for really, really poor clock management at the end of half and game situations. So I was just waiting to get maddened there. If we ever make t-shirts, it's going to say we just got maddened. All right, 1 second, 0 seconds. He's not going to run this one back, so that's how the half will come to a close. Well, 17-3, Browns with a nice lead here on the road. Stefanski, a fan of it. That salt and pepper beard, coiffed to perfection. And the Browns with a 2-touchdown lead. They'll take into the halftime locker room, come right back out. Cincinnati will get the second half kick here as Hopkins tees it up. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy, Nagy on Sports. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the best. We keep pushing for our next milestone, which is 1,100. And excited to get to that milestone. We were finally able to monetize about a year ago at this time, which is pretty wild. Feels like a wild ride. This is the 10th season of Madden Sim seasons. Now, sometimes we do the same year, like 2 or 3 times in different capacities. I think the first year we started this, it was a COVID project in like June of 2020. So we're coming up on a 4-year anniversary of the channel. Up the middle. Tipped. And tripped up, rather, at the 3rd and 10. Hey, yeah, Rick says hit the like. I always forget to say it. I'm not one of those smash that like button people. But YouTube does like it when you like the videos, and it does help grow the audience for sure. 1st and 10, Obo Okoronkwo on the tackle. 200-91 is the passing yard difference. Burrow now back to pass. Their first drive of the second half, and it's almost picked off by Newsome. He does a really acrobatic play in midair and is able to kind of get 2 hands on it, but not able to bring it in. Ward's still in the zone, by the way. Good for him. Got that X Factor back a couple games ago. Pressure coming. He'll find over the middle, knocked away, and then almost tipped and almost picked. Oh, man. MJ Emerson absolutely pistol whipped the receiver. Ball gets tipped around. Falls harmlessly to the turf, but I thought that was going to be caught, and then I thought it was going to be intercepted. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Go Browns. Back to pass. Burrow. Pressure coming from Smith, and he got him. Za'Darius. Those Air Force Ones are sweet. Those are his shoes. His first sack of the day, and it's a big one. We did choose to resign him. That was one of the big off-season free agent questions that the Discord channel people helped us to determine as well, whether we wanted to go after him or one of the other big-name pass rushers, and we opted to try to re-sign Za'Darius Smith, which is what we did, and it paid off there as Ainias Smith gets hit hard on the punt return. All right, 17-3, first look at the Browns here. In half number 2, they lead 17-3 with 12:28 on this third quarter clock. Posick snapping it back to Watson. Quick little throw, and it's jumped and knocked away. Mike Hilton over there on that side. Now, we threw a lot at the end of the first half, and I get that, but I'd like to see them go back to the run game a little bit, try to establish that. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to pack for Watson. Over the middle, hit hard again, and another dropped pass by Moore after getting decked by Logan Wilson. Trips to the right side. 12:23. 3rd and 10. Fake the draw. Back to pass. Watson airs it out left side, just out of bounds. Threw it away. Lived to play another down, I suppose, and that'll be incomplete. And the Browns will go 3 and out to start the second half here. 3 incomplete passes. A couple of them could have been caught. One of them definitely a drop. Come on, Bojorquez. Nope. This one will also bounce into the end zone. He hasn't gotten one of those to check up all season. All right, back to the Bengals. They trail by 2 scores. Burrow in the shotgun. Here is a fake handoff, and he'll fire it deep down the middle, and it's caught by Chase. Jamar Chase holds on, beating Greg Newsome that time for a first down. Bengals. Up to the 38-yard line. Browns now rushing 4. Good pressure up the middle. Z and Smith. Or excuse me, Z is Smith. Z and Miles and Obo Okoronkwo. I don't know if they can split that thing 3 ways. They probably should have, but I think Z and Miles will get the official half credit each as they got in there in a hurry that time. 2nd and 17. Our Demolition Dogs barking on defense now. Back to pass. Burrow rolling, firing, right side. Got a man. He has it over the top of Ward. He got beat. 10-5, touchdown. 69-yard touchdown to the rookie, Keon Coleman. And the ball just stuck in the ground like a spike. Look at that throw on the run, and he had just beaten Ward. Ward did not have Delpit's help over the top, and then he couldn't make the dive. I think he probably should have just ran with him because Ward can catch anybody, but he chose to dive, and a huge touchdown pass for the Bengals gets them right back into this game with a rookie out of Florida State, Keon Coleman, for a huge first down. Not a first down, for their huge first touchdown is what I meant to say. Keon Coleman really splashed this year at Florida State. He was at Michigan State, and he was just sort of meh. They transferred to Florida State. Jordan Travis down there, and they're undefeated, but didn't really matter because they didn't get to do anything of note season with the Florida State Seminoles last year. Now he is a target for Joe Burrow, and that was a beauty. A big 6'4" body type, kind of replacing T. Higgins' role in this offense. Now Watson, back to the side, Chief for 50! Chief to the 50. Gosh, my speech is all over the place today. I have a day off of work, but I swear I have not been drinking any soda pops yet here today. Fired left side, and he was just wide open. Look at that. Beautiful read by Watson. I guess if you're not going to cover him, throw it to him. And a big first down over the 50-yard line for the Chief. Watson climbing under center. Now Chubb up the middle. And he sort of got stuck on the back of Bitonio. It looked like not a lot of places for him to go at that juncture. I don't think so, Don. I do not think that they give you a first down achieved, even though they should. You know, in theory, you got like 8 first downs, right? Or 6 in that particular case, since he went 69 yards. I don't know. Nice catch by Cooper, by the way, down the seam. He's having a nice game as well. Up to the 26. Great response drive, by the way, to the touchdown. Here's Chubb. Good cut in the backfield. Got patient. Waited for Posick to pop through first. And that's why that run got 7 and not -1. Better looking run for Chubb. Hey, Aaron Burr, welcome in, man. And is that the 3rd false start penalty on Wyatt Teller?
False start.
I couldn't tell. It could have been Posick as well. It's definitely not on Stefanski, but he's upset about it. 2nd and 8. A lot of false start penalties today on this Browns offensive line. I think that's 4 for the day. Back to pass out of this I formation. Zip it right side. Caught by Cooper. First down inside the 15. They'll say the 11 is where it sets up his 7th catch, and he's over 100 yards on the day. Still here in this 3rd quarter. They can get a first down up the middle, and absolutely nowhere to go. Blown up big time by Jermaine Pratt on that one. I do not like that split zone call where the tight end tries to block across the middle, and it just never, ever works in Madden. You should take that play out of their playbook. They'll go with 13 with 3 tight ends. They'll go left side, trying to go, bat it around, attempting to go to Jordan Akins. And now it's a 3rd and 12 here. Cannot turn the ball over. Have to be able to at least kick a field goal here. Blitz coming. They take care of it. Now Watson in trouble. Right side. End zone. Oh, no, he had Evans. I mean, I see he's on the ground. He must have gotten hit as he threw. He had Mike Evans wide open in the back of the end zone, and I'm just assuming that ball had to have gotten deflected or something, as Hopkins does put the 3 points on the board. But Evans was open in the back of the end zone, and ball just a little bit out of his reach. Again, I didn't see the animation of the hit, but he was definitely getting off the ground by the time that we cut back to Watson. So 20-10, they do get 3 again. I think it was a really important response drive to the long Coleman touchdown to not just immediately go 3 and out and give them the football back in momentum. Absolutely, Don. It's a full-on fleecing. That's what we gave up for Zadarius Smith, too, as a 5th-round pick. RPO right side. Jamar Chase got good blocking from the rookie Coleman. Nice play by Delpit to shed. And get over there to tackle him. 6 catches, 100 yards for Jamar Chase. Remember, 43 of them were on like the first play of the day for the Bengals. 6:36. Here comes Mixon to the right. Good blocking. And then the Browns get there. He only has 25 yards rushing, which is a major win over the previous weeks. And Mixon again. Nice pursuit this time. JOK. Gosh, he's so fast. And Mixon a little sore to get up. Injuries are on. They're turned on very low. But they are on. We, knock on wood, have not seen any in our sims yet for either team. Ooh, knocked away. Good play by Newsome. 3rd and 9. Yeah, he's good. There have been more than a few rumors that Stefanski and Barry will get their much-deserved extensions this offseason, and that the 5 quarterbacks and the comeback player of the year and all of that stuff would be cementing and picked off. It's going to be Denzel to the 40. Can he get to the corner? He can't. He's going to get knocked down by the right tackle, but Denzel with an interception, and Joe Burrow gives the Browns all the momentum right back. Watch this play by Ward. He's been sensational to start the sim season. Jumping the route again, covering the rookie. You can see how big Coleman is at 6'4". But picked off by the Ward, and a huge first down for the Browns. All right, well, let's see how they choose to respond. They're going to go 13 personnel again with 3 tight ends, but they'll throw out of it. And they'll throw to Jordan Akins, and he'll hold on for 5. First time we've seen Jordan Akins out there when they run that 13 personnel with those 3 tight ends. Turn around, back to pass. Chubb gets skinny through the hole, beat the first man, pushes for the second. Still would like him to have more than 13 carries, but the 50 yards part I'll take all day and twice on President's Day, which is today. 3rd and 2. You can keep running here. They won't. Fired right side. Cooper, great job. Stick route to perfection. Got past it by about 2 yards, even though he had to take a hit to come back to the football. Easy catch for an easy first down for Coop. Now down to the 21. Trips to the left side. Watson will go that direction. Out route to Evans. Kind of bumped into a man or two to the 14. That's where Mike Evans, just his 6th catch of the day, comes in. 61st play of the game for the Browns offense here. They've controlled the ball nicely. He'll go back to pass. Fired. End zone. Touchdown, Evans! Give him another one. Mike Evans has been sensational for the Browns since coming over in the offseason in free agency. What a dart. Watson to Evans. Again, throwing it before he even finishes his break. Just a beautiful play. Indefensible that time. And Mike Evans with another touchdown. I think that's 5 or 6 receiving touchdowns for Mike Evans in just 4.5 weeks of football. He has been absolutely sensational for the Browns, and they capitalize on that Denzel Ward interception in a big way by converting it into 7 points immediately on the other side. Nice play there, Edgerrin Cooper. That's, again, the rookie middle linebacker out of Texas A&M. Absolutely it would be, Big Dog, if they could make that some sense. Stefanski, Andrew Barry, come watch our Sims. Look how good they look together. I know you can make it work. You're a cap genius. Quick throw over the middle. Curtis Samuel, rather, making the catch. Haven't heard much from him. Just 4 catches, 21 yards for the slot receiver out of the Ohio State University, of course. I think he and Burrow probably overlapped there. Here's Mixon, left side. Nobody there until he meets MJ Emerson head on. I bet you Samuel and Joe overlapped, maybe. So reuniting college teammates. Taking his time, Burrow. Pretty quiet here in the stadium. I'm just noticing that. The ambient noise in the background is pretty quiet. Not opposed to like the Nagy Sports Dome that we had 2 games ago. The dome that Kit and I built for the new Browns is beautiful. It was loud. Burrow, ugly looking windup, and it's caught, but Samuel once again not getting a great spot, 3rd and inches. Turn around, mix it up the middle, good blocking. Oop, juke move Thornhill. Whoop, second juke move Newsom, and then Owusu Koromoa cleans it up. 2 sweet juke moves for Joe Mixon. And JOK is the one to clean it up here, and that might have been the last play of the 3rd quarter. You're right, Big Dog, that would be true. We're not going to count any chickens before they hatch, but yes, you're right. In addition to being 4-1, we would also be 2-0 in the division to start. And then the Bengals would be 2-3 to start the season as well, which is kind of what they do. They start slow pretty consistently and then pick it up later. You're right, Don, it is different. Again, the only difference, again, I try to eliminate as many, I try not to introduce too many variables every time that we change it. How about wide open left side, found his man between Emerson and Thornhill, and that's the rookie, Keon Coleman. And Emerson, I don't know if that was a broken coverage or what, but Burrows spun out of it and was like, whoa, that dude's wide open. Again, finding a hole in that zone where he got behind Emerson and inside of Thornhill. 2 catches, 95 yards for Keon Coleman. Again, the first one, that 69-yard touchdown pass in the 3rd quarter. Burrow, quick throw left side. That's the rookie Jatavian Sanders, but it's knocked out by Thornhill. So yeah, I try not to mess with too many variables at the same time. The only thing that changed was instead of being the, entering the game as the Browns and then starting the sim from the Browns, touchdown Samuel to the right side. He beat Delpit to that corner. Curtis Samuel and the Bengals not going away here in the 4th quarter. Scoring their 2nd touchdown of the game, now just trailing by 10 with this Evan McPherson kick pending. So I just, that's how I run these sims, is I am technically in charge of every team, so you just seamlessly switch between team, so I can do all the off-season stuff and roster adjustings and things like that. So I just went over and said, hey, I'm going to be the Bengals now, and started it from their game. So yeah, we started the game, and if I hit circle and exit to go into coach mode and call plays, I would be calling defensive plays for the Bengals right now. So that's really the only difference that I did, was just control the Bengals to start the game rather than controlling the Browns to start the game. And they have looked very different, haven't they? 1st and 10. Watson, swing it right side to Chubb. One man to beat, and he can't. Good tackle in the open space. That's the sophomore safety, Jordan Battle. 4th catch for Chubb in this one as they try to continue to give him reps. Watson stepping up, firing it to the Chief, was being worn by Jermaine Pratt like a communion suit. Gain of 5. Watson in a shotgun here now. Need a conversion. Don't want to give the Bengals any undue hope. Wide open over the middle. Moore to the 50-yard line. What a dart from Watson. And that's how you leave the door closed. Do not allow them to get their foot wedged any further there with a beautiful dart down the field. Clock keeps running. We could start running now if we wanted to. Here's Chubb up the middle. Just a all-out blitz, and they met him in the backfield. Going to lose a yard. I guess if you run right into the teeth of a 9-man run pressure, it won't work all the time. So they'll go back to the air. Watson's been good. Right side throw caught by the Chief. Nice gain of 6 or 7. It sets up a 3rd and manageable. Yeah, I know, Dom. It's very nice. And you still got a young Tillman and Bell developing, and I don't think Cooper knew it was coming. He never turned around. It hit Coop in the back. This is where I would also go for it if I was controlling the Browns, but I'm not, so they're going to punt. You still got Tillman and Bell, and then the rookie Adonai Mitchell you haven't even seen. So that's your... And then you have Aniyah Smith, the undrafted rookie free agent, as our kick and punt returner. So I think I actually technically have Bell on the practice squad. Tillman, Mitchell, Smith, and then Evans, Coop, and Moore are the 6 that are on the active roster. That was kind of a weird play, though. Cooper just didn't turn around, kind of doinked off the back of his head. And the Bengals take over 11-28. Browns cannot rest on their laurels here. They'll rush for right side, knocked away. Cam Mitchell. He's really had some nice plays to start our sim season, has Cam Mitchell. When they go to that traditional dime look, he gets in there. You can see him now still in there against these heavy wide receiver packages. Dump it short to Mixon, and MJ Emerson closes very quickly. 3rd and 8. Great job limiting the run after catch on that one. 10:55 and counting here. Third and 8. Browns rushing just 4. That's all they usually need. Left side throw. Got him again. Mixon. That time he ran out of the backfield, and Emerson ended up picking him up, but Mixon had a head of steam and was able to pick up a nice first down. Started with good protection from that offensive line. You can see there Emerson responding, but just responding kind of late. And it's a first down for the Bengals now. 2 tight ends on the right side. They'll run behind them. The disappearing ball trick. One of Madden's favorite animations. 5 yards for Mixon there. He's got at least 1 sack, Big Dog, but yeah, it feels like it's time. They're going to leave him alone in the backfield. Back to pass. They get rid of it very quickly. In fact, so quickly that even the rookie tight end Jatavian Sanders isn't ready for that one. 3rd and 5. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports is the channel. We do full-length Brown sims right now. It is the 2024 simulated season, so it's all the correct opponents. Is almost picked off by Delpit. All the correct opponents. Obviously, we just don't know the order yet, but that's fine. We did a virtual offseason and draft. You can go watch recap videos on both of those. If you'd like to see where your favorite college players went or where your team's free agents went, I have 2 recap videos on this year's playlist as well. But it is the 2024 simulated season. We're in week number 5, and our Browns are 3-1. Appreciate all of our subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being on. You are truly the best. If you want to take your Nagy on Sports fandom to the next level, we do have a Discord channel as well. There is an invite link in the description of this and any of our other videos where you can hop on there. Usually it's just most used for letting you know in advance of when we sim, so that you're not waiting for the YouTube notification system to say, hey, they went live, but rather, hey, they're going to go live. Yeah, appreciate everybody being on. Delayed handoff to Gibson, and he just couldn't get through. There was a hole. He just didn't run into it. B.J. Hill, the lone returning defensive tackle now, of course, with D.J. Reader going, I believe, to the Titans in free agency. Big Dog, we'll try to do one tomorrow yet. Don Slash will try to do one tomorrow. As they're setting up a screen pass that kind of worked. They'll lose yardage, but he didn't take a sack. That was that tight end screen to the Chief, which we know is a part of the Stefanski playbook for sure. The problem is that Bitonio couldn't hold Sam Hubbard off, and they'll actually make a TFL there. And under 8 minutes to go, a 10-point lead. Bajorquez needs a boomer here. Left footing into this one. All the way down to the 35. Good job flipping the field. He was on his own 5-yard line when he punted that football. But yes, maybe after school, maybe like a 2:45 special. Tomorrow starts volleyball tryouts. I'm also a volleyball coach here in suburban Columbus, Ohio. We got our volleyball tryouts starting tomorrow as well. Burrow, quick throw over the middle. Got his man Mixon, trying to make a man miss, and Uno is there with him. That's Isaiah Simmons on the tackle. 7:35. Right now the clock, the biggest factor for these Bengals. As far as I'm concerned, they can throw 9-yard routes all drive long. Burrow, quick throw over the middle, caught by Samuel, hit several times, bouncing around. It'll be a gain of about 4 yards. They do get a first down, but again, the clock keeps on slipping. Actually, week 6 is a bye, so it would be week 7, and I don't remember who they have. Deep shot, Chase down there, knocked away by Newsome, step for step with Jamar Chase. Right there with him, saving a touchdown. I have coached both in the past. The boys play in the spring here in Ohio is when their season is, and there's Miles. Somebody asked for him, and he shows up. 3rd and 21 as he gets another sack. 5th of the day for the Browns. Garrett just absolutely baptizing the rookie right tackle, Samia. Just sit down, kid. Wonder if they'll give Obo Okoronkwo a half of that one because he did get in there as well. I don't remember. I can Big Dog. I'll show you at the end of the game. They'll go delayed handoff, and the Browns don't fall for it. 4th and 18. Why would you run a draw on 3rd and 21 when you're down by 10 with 6 minutes to go? I don't get that at all. At all. 4th and 18 now. Play action. Pressure coming from Smith and Okoronkwo, and Obo gets home. This time he doesn't have to share with anyone. I think he's got 2 halves. Now he's got a hole. I guess he's just got 1 half. Now he's got a hole. He doesn't have to share that one with anyone as he got home in a huge play. Obo Okoronkwo getting back there and allowing a huge turnover on downs. Browns defense getting stiff when they need to. Left side forward. Nice blocking. Fine. Well, didn't get too far out of my mouth before it shut down. Mike Hilton in the run game. 4:44 on this 4th quarter clock. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports here today. Chubb up the middle, bullying defenders for a nice gain of about 6. Setting up a big 3rd and 2 here. Browns don't have to snap until it gets down to about 4 minutes. Let's see if they do or not. He's going to change the play. Interesting little formation. Make sure that they're not an illegal formation. They'll go play action. Zip it over the middle. And it's dropped by Evans. Oh, he had an easy first down. Maybe Mike Hilton's hand got in there as well, but I think Evans just dropped it. And the Browns are going to go for it on a 4th and 2 here. Oh, my. Oh, my. They'll throw out of it. Watson, right side, wide open. Cooper, first down to the 20. Stones from Stefanski to go for it. Only up 10. That first down is massive, and that might be the game here. Bengals are going to have to start using timeouts here very soon. Here comes Jerome Ford. And Ford with a nice gain of 2. Miles Murphy, former Florida Gator, and now getting a chance to play on the defensive line after the departure of Reeder in free agency. Now Chubb stuck in the backfield again. It's like Teller got beat so quickly that Chubb had to stop his momentum to wait for Teller to kind of fly by him, like Olay situation here. 3rd and 8. Let that clock run all the way down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Beautiful. Chubb, left side. Just no holes there. And they should just let this thing run to the 2-minute warning before trying to kick the field goal, which is what they will do. 2 minutes to go, gang. Paycor Stadium looks like a beautiful day down in the Queen City. This is week number 5, so what is this? Probably like the first weekend in October, maybe. Be a nice time to be down in the Nasty Natty. Kick is up and kick is good from Hopkins. Takes a 10-point lead to a 13-point lead, so still 2 scores, but continuing to put the pressure and, most importantly, running that clock all the way down to the 2-minute warning now. 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. 1:57 on the clock for Joe Burrow. He's going to need something special here to give his team a shot. Browns defense gets 1 stop and this game is over. Quick throw over the middle and dropped. Probably again for the best. Samuel would have had about a 3-yard gain and they would have been forced to use timeout or lose clock. Changing the formation, bringing everybody closer to the line of scrimmage. Burrow in trouble. Now he'll roll. Miles hitting him as he throws it out of bounds. Burrow in trouble again, and he'll flick it out of bounds. Here comes 4th and 10. Here comes the game, my friends.
On 1, right?
On 1. says Joe Burrow. Easy for everybody, though. Now. Here it is. 4th and 10. Burrow. Now he's in trouble. Now he's hit. Sacked again. Miles and the rookie Mike Hall Jr. 7th sack of the day for the Demolition Dogs. And they're going to end this game for their team. Look at Mike Hall just fighting through the double team, and then Miles getting around the rookie. Look at that. Mike Hall relentless. He absolutely balled out at the Super Bowl, caught our attention, my attention as the virtual GM, and of course, I love Buckeyes, so it was a win-win to pick him up, and he's been a nice upgrade over Mo Hurst / Ika / Shelby Harris, who's taken a pretty significant Madden nerfing as he's, 33, 34 years old. Chubb, right side, nice little hole, finally breaking tackles inside the 5. Bengals using their timeouts, but Chubb in the zone. Shouldn't matter. Let's see if they can punch another one in here just for funsies. He'll be up the middle to the 1. Another timeout called. I don't know why they're calling their timeouts. This one's Antonio Gibson this time, and he'll actually lose a yard, but they are out of timeouts. So the Browns are going to get this one done, gang. Guys, appreciate you being on. This one was a fun one. One simple little variable shift, and the Browns certainly looked better on offense and on defense, didn't they? We'll try it again in the next game and see if that has to do with anything. How about Antonio Gibson? His first touchdown as a Brown. Untouched into the end zone. And maybe some boo birds out here in Cincinnati as Antonio Gibson, and why not? The card says go for 2 because 38-17 is better than 37-17. Caught, and then he held on. Elijah Moore. 2-pointer is good. So 38-17 with 46 seconds to go, guys. Appreciate you being on. This one was a lot of fun. Again, thanks so much to all of our subscribers. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe, we'd appreciate that. Or if you've got yourself a new Gmail account, make sure you subscribe from that one too. We're not trying to get bots here to subscribe, but if you have 4 or 5 email addresses, you can subscribe from all of them. I do, that's for sure. But we appreciate you guys being on. Again, make sure you check out the Discord channel if you're ready to take your fandom to the next level. There was some banter on there yesterday, as it's been rumored now that the Browns will be heading to Brazil to play the Philadelphia Eagles in 2024, which could be pretty wild. But we just chatted about that a little bit because that's what we do as Browns fans. Fun little community. So appreciate you guys joining me here today. And that's right, Big Dog, owning Joe like always. He has struggled against the Browns in his career, and Mike Hall with another sack. The rookie really balling out now. 2.5 on the day for Mike Hall Jr. He's sitting here trying to make Mason eat his words, saying, we don't need a new D tackle, we got me. Don, I'm not sure. That's a great question. I'm not sure when and if point differential comes into play for tiebreakers. I think it's like maybe common. I don't know if it's common opponent or record versus AFC, then Red FC. I don't know how it all works. Hey, Kit swinging in like Batman from the top rope with the answer to the question. Welcome on, Kit. You just missed a good one. Brown's going to get out of town 38-17. And all I did was switch and, quote, control the Bengals for this game instead of the Browns. The Browns looked much better for this one. All right, well, Joe Burrow greeting some people on the other side. Let's take a look at that. Look at that scoring diagram. Browns just started up and never looked back, which is what we love to see. Let's look at these statistics. For the Bengals, 24 of 45 for 336 for Burrow, 2 touchdowns and the 2 interceptions for him. Mixon, 12 for 48. Still 4 yards a carry, but the Browns defense have been giving up over 130 yards to the rushers in previous games. Today, only 48 for Mixon. 7 for 125 for Jamar Chase. Curtis Samuel, new wide receiver for them. 7 catches, 51 yards and touchdown, but 3 drops. Jatavian Sanders, rookie tight end out of Texas, 3 for 30. Also 3 drops. 3 for Mixon, 2 for Hooper. Keon Coleman, first-round rookie pick for them, 6'4", 215 out of Florida State. 2 catches, 95 yards, again, including that 69-yard touchdown. Tackles today, Logan Wilson with 15. Hey, Mitchell, welcome in. Go Browns. You can check it out, no worries. And we are 4-1. I'm not going to redo it, Don. They're not going to go undefeated, so we'll take 4-1 after getting into our bye week. 15 tackles for Wilson, 11 for Cam Taylor, Britt 11 for Battle, 10 for Hilton, and Dax Hill as well. 1 sack for Dax Hill, halves for Battle and Wilson. Really nice job, actually. The O-line only giving up 2 sacks today. And refreshing to not have Deshaun just roll into 10 sacks like he wants to do. He was 37 of 52 today, 345, 71%, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers for him, which is the most important thing, it feels like, at this point. Chubb, 20 carries. They actually gave him the ball 20 times, 71 yards and a touchdown, 5 for Ford, 4 for Gibson. He got in the end zone. Deshaun with 1 scramble, but that's what? 30 rush attempts, which feels like a win for us. 9 for 121 for Coop, 7 for 61 and a touchdown for Evans, 7 for 56 for Chief, 6 for 74 and a touchdown for Elijah Moore today, and a couple for the running backs and ancillary pieces of the receiving court. 9 tackles for Delpit, 8 for JOK, and Newsom 7 for Dos Unos. Look at that, 6'4", 238, and he can just absolutely fly. I would love for them to get him and try to find a way to get him involved. How about the rookie, Mike Hall Jr., 2.5 sacks, 1.5 for Miles, 1.5 for Zedarius, 1.5 for Obo Okoronkwo, and 1 for Isaiah Simmons. Talk about that from your starting defensive line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, Tomlinson, I guess, technically a starter, but your extra pass rusher, Okoronkwo, gets in there too. They were able to harass Joe for a lot of the day. Picks today for Denzel and Juan Thornhill. Pass deflections today, 3 for Delpit, 3 for Newsom, who played particularly well because he heard that Mason wanted to trade him for a defensive tackle. Greg Newsom, who is an 87 and a superstar cornerback at this juncture. All right, I couldn't remember who it was, but you'll remember that I'm controlling the Bengals right now, so I will have to get off of the Bengals. There we go. See, we lost 38-17. They get to go play the Ravens next week. The Ravens are 2-2 as well, so let me sneak back over here to the Browns. This is how I do it, by the way. Here's the behind the scenes of the Nagy on Sports things. So our bye week, then we get to Baltimore in week 7. We will go to Baltimore. So that'll be a good one. That'll be the one that I bring for you tomorrow after work for me, probably, before the evening rolls around. So a lot of fun. This one was sort of the first quarter of the season. So, I was going to show Mason because he wanted to know what the defensive tackle situation looks like here, to see if there's somebody that we could trade Greg Newsom for to shore up the defense. So you got Dexter Lawrence, Q-Ball, Quinton Williams, Chris Jones, and then you're into Vita Vea, Jonathan Allen, DJ Reader, Buckner, and then there's Dalvin Tomlinson. So then you got Jalen Carter, Ed Oliver, Deron Payne, Hargrave, Armstead. So as I tried to say in the chat, Mason, there's not a ton of great players necessarily that are going to just come in and fix our run defense. But I told you that I'd show you, so I said that I would show you. Let's do some quick stats. First quarter of the season is over, so we'll do some statistics for our simulated season, just because it's fun to do it that way. In the NFL, leading passer, Deshaun Watson. Of course, he's played one more game than everybody else. I suppose, to be fair, if I'm going to do this, I should be fair and advance a week so that everybody has had a chance to play 5 weeks of football. That's the only fair thing to do. Since I'm going to go through these statistics, otherwise the Browns will all be artificially boosted because they will have played another game before anybody else did. All right, here we go. Let's try one more time here. Pat Mahomes, 1,700 yards, leads the NFL. He's about almost 200 above Deshaun Watson. Then you got Burrow, Derek Carr, Josh Allen, Kenny Pickett, C.J. Stroud, J.J. McCarthy, rookie for the Seahawks, Michael Penix, rookie for the Vikings, Kyler Murray, Rodgers, Levis, Cousins, and all of those things combining. Moving on. Touchdown passes. How about 19 for Pat Mahomes? Holy smokes, 19 touchdown passes is a crazy amount. He also only just has 1 pick. How about Herbert? The Jim Harbaugh offense, 15 touchdowns, no interceptions with 1,100 yards. Lawrence with 13 but 5 picks. Jordan Love with 13 but 3 picks. Josh Allen, 11 with 2. Rodgers 11 with 4, Carr 10, Levis 10. How about 8 picks for Derek Carr? Oof. 9 for Watson with his 3 picks. Burrow has 9 as well. Stroud, Tua, Brock Purdy, all with 9 picks. Again, the leading interceptor, as we just saw, was Derek Carr. Kirk Cousins also with him. Jaden Daniels, the rookie, out of the Falcons with 6 as well. Kyler Murray, Stafford, Drake May, the rookie for the Patriots. Baker with 6, because Madden hates Baker as usual, as we talked about that. Leading sack getter, probably going to be Deshaun, just because, yeah, we see him every game. And yes, you see he's taken 20 sacks, which is just too many. All right, rushing. Leading rusher, Derrick Henry. He went to the Chargers to be Jim Harbaugh's running back, and he has clearly not regressed yet. 631 yards after 5 weeks, 5 touchdowns for him. Jonathan Taylor with 506 TDs, Williams 470, Jones, Jacobs, who's now running there in Houston, ETN, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, who's in the Chicago system now, Brian Robinson, Bijan Robinson, no relation, Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, etc. Tony Pollard now running for the Giants as well. Where is Chubb? 233 all the way down here. Deshaun Watson has 219 yards. So there you go. Deshaun Watson has 4 less yards than Nick Chubb. That's the part that we are trying to get fixed. How about 7 touchdowns for Justice Hill and for Nick Chubb? Those are the 2 top getters in the NFL. DeAndre Swift, by the way, down in Dallas now. Austin Eckler in Philly also has 6 touchdowns as well. Receiving. Start with catches. How about 45 catches for Mike Evans? He is absolutely balling for us this year, as we talked about. 40 catches for JJ, 36 for Olave. There's Travis Kelce. There's Curtis Samuel, again from the Bengals. Go Bucks up here at the top, by the way. Excuse me, Go Bucks. Jets. There's Coop with 31. Godwin, Michael Mayer, the new primary target with Devontae Adams out there. Rashee Rice, Sutton, Bateman, Jamison Williams, and on down the list. There's T. Higgins, number 1 receiver in Arizona now. We'll see if any other big names pop in terms of guys who went other places that you might want to be aware of. Gabe Davis to Carolina with 23. How about receiving yards? Rashee Rice leads Mike Evans by about 23. So, or 23 yards. So he has 15 more catches, but 23 less yards. And again, still absolutely balling for us. Touchdowns out of the air. Rashee Rice also has 9 of them, 7 for Wilson and Allen. Gosh, how happy is Garrett Wilson to have his quarterback Aaron Rodgers back? All right, solo actually, let's do tackles here. Divine Diablo for the Raiders with 49, 48 for Greenlaw. Devondre Campbell. Thornhill, second leading tackler in the NFL with 48 tackles. Jamin Davis, Logan Wilson. There's Greg Newsome in there as well. There's Delpit, so a lot of top tacklers. There's JOK from our secondary, which again is not necessarily the best thing. Max Crosby leads with 13, but sometimes they leave Myles Garrett off of this list, and I don't understand why. We'll see where Myles is at, because I guarantee he should be on this list. Aaron Donald has 8 tackles, by the way. Aiden Hutchinson has 7.5, 7 for Zach Allen. Of course, 4 of them were against us last week. Matabike going over to the Cardinals in free agency with 5.5. Judon, Jeffrey Simmons. There's Chris Jones now playing for the Atlanta Falcons. Chase Young now playing for the Carolina Panthers. Clowney now on the Vikings. So we'll look at some of those numbers. Picks, 4 for Denzel. That leads the NFL. Nice for him. Pass deflections, 8 for Denzel. That leads the NFL. Nice for him. So, as we mentioned, I don't know why they like to leave Myles out of the individual stat categories, but he should be leading the league in TFLs, which he is, and a half sack behind Aaron Donald for the leader. Let's see if there's any of other defensive stats. Those guys were all in there. There's Emerson as well. 3.5 for Za'Darius, 3.5 for Mike Hall, 2.5 for Obo. So, defense starting to get after it a little bit, turning the football over as well. All right, that's enough for me. Appreciate you guys being on with me here today for our Week 5 matchup and then the first quarter of the season simulated statistics. Join me again. It won't be Week 6. That'll be the bye. It'll be Week 7. We'll be headed to Baltimore to face the MVP, Lamar Jackson, And they're going to be 2-3. You can see down at the schedule there on the right side. They play the Bengals both 2-3, so a huge opportunity for the Browns. How about the Falcons, by the way? 5-0. Jaden Daniels, the rookie quarterback, going to play J.J. McCarthy. That would be a fun game with two rookie quarterbacks going after it. Otherwise, looks like Buffalo is 5-0. Looks like the Chiefs are 4-1. The Raiders are 0-5. Woof. Poor Antonio Pierce. Steelers are 1-4. Chargers are 5-0. Houston Texans are 4-1. So some interesting surprise starts. The Jets are 4-1 with a healthy Aaron Rodgers. So good times. All right, guys, that's it for me. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much to all of you for joining me today. I'm Phil Nagy here in Central Ohio. We are Nagy on Sports. Today we will say, Go Browns!